Hello everyone, Professor McAllister here. Thank you for joining me again. This is episode 17 and I'm going to teach you all you need to know about verbs to pass the TEAS. You gotta have a verb in order to have a sentence. And there are so many different kinds of verbs. First person singular, first person future perfect, and oh my gosh, it goes on and on and on. You don't need to know all that, okay? And then, you don't need to know all that. So I'm going to switch over to the PowerPoint now. So just give me a second and we'll get started. Thank you. Okay, guys. Let's talk about verbs. In this recording, I'm going to define verbs. I'm going to discuss the principal parts of verbs. I'm going to give you some practice sentences and then we'll review. What are verbs? Verbs are words that show action or a state of being. All sentences must contain a verb and a noun. Examples of action verbs: run, walk, is listening, will be attending. Examples of state of being verbs: is, was, am, have been, seems. Now I'm going to use action verbs in a sentence. She runs 5 miles every morning. Runs is the verb. I walk to work every day. Walk is the verb. Kevin is listening to music. Is listening is the verb. The students will be attending tonight's football game. Will be attending is the verb. Okay, let's practice identifying the action verbs. The first sentence: the rain poured all night. The turtles climbed out of the sand. Mark's cat jumped on the chair. School opened late because of the snow. Sometimes it's helpful if you first find the noun of the sentence. Or the subject, the noun that's the subject. So, like in the first sentence, rain would be the noun, the subject. Okay, take a few minutes. Pause if you'd like. Okay. Here are the answers. The rain poured all night. I said just a few seconds ago that rain was the noun, the subject. Well, poured is what it did, okay? The turtles climbed out of the sand. The turtles, the subject, noun. What did they do? They climbed out of the sand. Mark's cat jumped on the chair. What did Mark's cat do? It jumped. And then school opened late because of the snow. What happened with the school? It opened late. Open would be the verb. Now let's look at examples of the state of being verbs. He is running late for the movie. Our teacher was planning to give us an exam today. I am reading a new book. We have been hiking for 2 hours. It seems that it has rained every weekend this year. Okay? Now let's practice. I'll read the sentences to you. The children are playing in the snow. She is planting in the garden. They have been studying all night. He seems to know all the answers. Okay, take a couple minutes, pause if you'd like, and now I'll move forward. The children are playing in the snow. She is planting in the garden. They have been studying all night. He seems to know all the answers. I hope you got all of those correct. What are the principal parts verbs? Past, present, and future tense. Past tense means it occurs in the past. Present tense means it occurs now. Future tense means it occurs in the future. Here's an example. Here's 3 examples. I ran to the elevator. That has already passed, right? I run every morning. I will run 6 times this week. Do you see the difference? Okay, let's practice identifying the principal parts of verbs. He ate the entire pizza. I sleep in a queen-size bed. She will text when she gets home. Okay, I'm going to move on. He ate the entire pizza. That's past. I sleep in a queen-size bed. That's present. She will text is future. I hate this part, sorry. The second principal part of a verb, the past participle, also known as the perfect tense. And they are present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. Well, why are they even called perfect? Because when something is perfect, it means it has been finished. It's been completed. The perfect tense refers to an action that has already been completed. Let's look at some examples. Present perfect. The baseball pitcher has learned how to throw a curveball. So he already knows. It's already completed. He knows how to throw a curveball. Past perfect. He attended baseball camp all summer. Had attended, that happened in the past. It's already done. He went to camp. Future perfect. The pitcher will have played 100 games by the end of the summer. So this sentence is talking about the future. He will have played 100 games. It talks about the future, and it talks about an action that will have been completed in the future. This is probably as clear as mud. I'm really sorry. But let's practice. He has finished the race. The lawyer had investigated the case. The Girl Scout will have sold 10 boxes of cookies when she turns in her orders. Okay, take a couple minutes. Pause if you want. He has finished the race. That would be present perfect. Has finished. The lawyer had investigated. That's past perfect. And then the Girl Scout will have sold a bunch of cookies. So this is referring to the future, how many boxes of cookies she will have sold in the future. Okay, to review, verbs show action or a state of being. All sentences must have a verb to go with the noun, the subject. The principal parts of verbs, the ones that we are probably the most familiar with, past, present, and future. And then the past participle or perfect tense, present perfect, so something that has already been completed in the present. Past perfect, something that was completed in the past. And future perfect, something that will be completed in the future. The next video for parts of speech will be adverbs and adjectives. However, I'm going to interject a video about using capital letters. I had a request for that, so I'm going to interject that in between verbs and adverbs. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope you find these helpful. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me, teasreading1@gmail.com. You're also welcome to leave comments below the video. Thank you. Hi, thanks for watching my video. If you found my video helpful, please indicate it by hitting the like button. You're also welcome to leave any questions or comments down below. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you'll receive notification of all my future videos. Thank you.